Well, I'm sitting here with my gorgeous grandson, Lachlan Walker. He's a 13-year-old entrepreneur, and we're just going to talk a little bit about his businesses, plural. Um, the first one that we're going to talk about is his Lockie's Chooks, and I don't know that you can see it, but we will show you a photo later of his pen here that you put on your back lawn with a couple of chookies in it who lay you an egg every day, and very nice and keeps your lawn nicely fertilised. Lockie, how did you get this idea to be a first of all to be an entrepreneur? Where did that all come from for such a young man?
Well, I think I started when I was about 10 or 9. We went to a conference with Joel Salatin,
Mm-hmm.
and I got this idea of doing some chickens. And the business soon grew, and it was becoming too big of a struggle for me, is because I was having so much business and turnaround that I couldn't take it. So my parents then took it over. But soon after, I got an idea from a guy, and he had a bit of an idea of this design, and Dad and I went, all right. Well, he drew me up a bit of a design, and then Dad and I tweaked it until we got this finished product, which we're very happy with.
Yeah, it's really great, and I know your next step with that. You have a next step with that, but that's going to take a little bit of time to get that happening. You're where you'd like to take Lockie's Chooks.
Yeah, so is with the current profile of it all, I'm having a bit of trouble manufacturing them, so I would like to flat pack them and get them designed. Is so I can also delivery option was also a big I had a bit of trouble with.
So that would expand where you could deliver them to, whereas at the moment they've got to be fairly local, haven't they?
Yes.
Yeah,
Correct.
that's right. That's right. And I think you said to me, Granny, I'm having trouble getting good staff, which made me laugh for a young man at that stage of 12. So that was really good. But so flat packing is now. You did make quite some money with this product. He did. And I'd love to know what you've done with that, because you've also used that to, create another business, haven't you?
Yeah, so with all of my profits, I then reinvested them. So I went to a local cattle sale, and I bought 3 young Jersey cows, which have then just bore 3 calves, and have done some work for some more calves. So at the moment, I've got 9 calves and the 3 cows. With the calves coming to a stage now that they'll be able to be put over a bull for then reinvesting. And with the cattle industry at the moment, there's always very good money. I've also reinvested them. You might be able to hear there's lots of bees behind us. And I've reinvested in buying 4 beehives, which at the moment I've only had some honey, but but I've got 4 hives of them now. So in the year to come and further on from there, we should be having lots of honey, which is also paying a very good dollar at the moment.
Yeah, indeed. So then you've got the Lockie's Chooks, you've got the honey, and there seems to be a bit of a new additional thing happening at the moment with plants. Now, that's just going to be a small something, or for you personally, or what do you see there?
I was motivated by a person called. I've always been into my garden, and was searching the internet one day and came upon a very nice blog called Milkwood Permaculture, and they were bringing these 2 people over called Jean Martin-Foutier and
Even speaks French.
Curtis Stone. Jean comes from France, but this Curtis Stone wasn't the one off telly or the Food Network. He was the urban farmer, Curtis Stone. And thought, well, I've always had a bit of an interest, and I went to a local thing called the Mary Valley Cooperative, and a guy hit me up and said, look, I'd be very interested in some product, and I've gone from there. So Pop and I have been working out in the paddock to do this, and as well, it'll be organic, so there's also a great dollar in that as well. But the great thing about it was that it was more really a learning curve.
Yeah, right.
Because it is really a learning experience, and it's a very interesting one. I'd highly recommend, if you're interested in that kind of stuff, just having a look, because it is a very interesting market.
Right, so that's Milkwood or
If you look up the Market Gardener,
yeah, right.
it'll come up with him and Curtis Stone, the urban farmer, and it'll come up with all of that information. And especially if you're in suburbia and just have a small, even just a backyard, is what he's doing it. And he's making a full living off it. Every year, Curtis is making $150,000 in profit.
Really?
Just from running his neighbourhood's backyards.
Wow, that's fantastic. So do you see that as a longer term?
I do, and that's why I wanted to learn earlier, so I do have the skills to take it. As you've probably seen, a lot of my things are in agriculture, and so as I get older, I would like to really go into agriculture. And just another thing to add to how much I know about agriculture, and it opens up so many more possibilities.
Yeah, right. Yeah, well, Lockie really does have a vision for these businesses that he has, which is very exciting for such a young man, and I think an inspiration, certainly an inspiration to me. He's his grandmother, but I really would like to congratulate him, and I think we'll do a little tour around and show you perhaps the beehives.
Definitely, and some of the cows.
Yeah.
And I'd also just like to comment on, I know there is so many people, you just went to this conference, and that video will be posted up onto the YouTube channel. You went to a conference and there were so many young people, and with the local group called Valley Bees, which are based in the Mary Valley, we're starting something what we're going to call Valley Bees Junior, which will be a connection between young and old. And I think that there's so many more possibilities for everything from cows to gardens, and I think that we'll do a video on that.
Yeah.
Definitely. And it's, there's so much out there. You just got to get out there and have a look.
Yeah, absolutely. Because another thing, there are native bees that I personally am very excited about. But I think Lockie's got enough without taking that on. But I might take that one on. So thank you, Lockie, for all of that. You think we've covered most of the things, but anyway, we'll talk some more on other.
And I think some more videos will be posted on more specific topics. So if you do have any questions for Janie, put them in the comments and follow her.
and we'll follow along together. Lockie and I think we better start a new page. Yeah. Well, anyway, thank you for that, Lock, and thank you if you're watching this video. Thank you for that too, and we will have more for you as time goes on. Thanks.